this season, on the whole, was really positive coming off the back of last season. I think we finished 5th in the West Conference this point last year. So then finishing essentially 3rd this year is really positive. For me personally, a little bit of change of approach, change of position as well. Trying to sort of mould perhaps a group of senior players together who have a vast amount of experience, not just in league hockey but tournament hockey, some international experience in there as well at some major tournaments, with a number of players that this was sort of perhaps the highest level of hockey they played. So there were some challenges around that, but all in all, I think we've always been a very close-knit bunch. We've always got on really well as a collective. So that doesn't make it too challenging in terms of getting on together, but it's just about producing those performances on the pitch. And I think all in all things considered, it was a positive season for us, really.
It's quite a hard division that you're in. You've come close to promotion a few times, but just how tough is it?
So we've won the National League 3 times, and on 3 occasions we've fallen short in the playoffs. You can say luck, you can say tactical, you can say whatever you like, but unfortunately each time we've come up in the playoffs, on 2 occasions we lost that on goal difference. So it is tough, because you go from a league where we were having probably 20 shots on target per game, and then you go straight to the playoffs where those 20 shots become 2 shots, and then kind of execution and nervous tension builds, and little things can factor into it. But we won the league 3 times and fell short in the playoffs, but not taking away from the boys in all those teams. They were fantastic, and they'd worked really hard in that season to win the league and deserved what they got.
Yeah. And why has the playoffs been such a stumbling block for you in the past?
I hand on heart, the first year I don't think we were ready for it. I wasn't ready for it as a coach, and certainly the players. We didn't really know the format. I think that whole season, it was our 2nd year in the National League, and we were winning the league every week, and I kept thinking at some point someone's going to catch us, at some point someone's going to catch us, and they never did. And then we obviously go to the playoffs, and again, you're coming across teams who've obviously won their league, are used to winning, and all the games were very close and were decided by the odd goal, the odd mistake. And especially the last 2 playoffs, we were very unlucky. We should have come away with more. I mean, we lost 6 points in the playoffs, and most teams in previous years had been promoted. And on those 2 occasions, we didn't. We fell down on goal difference.
It's Cardiff Met Hockey Club. It's partnered with the university. And how important is that partnership with the university?
It's probably been quite instrumental to our success over the recent years. Having a consistent sort of influx of first years, not just in terms of a quantity of player, but also quality of player as well, offers a reinforcement for us, much in the same way a junior section would, perhaps any other club. It also, there's a degree of freshness every year. There's always a fresh face, a fresh impetus to each season, which is great from that perspective. And then I think perhaps, more broadly, not just thinking about players, but in terms of the quality of coaching staff that we've got around now, the expertise around, coaching, the sports science support, all those things, are increasingly feeding into the way we operate as a club. So, I think it's an additional string to our bow, a positive environment. And then I think from a club perspective, enabling players who have perhaps come to the area, who have played within the club environment for perhaps 3 or 4 years while they've been a student, to be able to stay and continue to be part of that environment following university is positive. It helps them get set up in life. They make connections, employment. I think it contributes to that community feel.
Yeah, and Walid, this week you would have been going to Vienna for the Euro Hockey. How big of a disappointment is that not to go? Obviously, you did so well last year, and with the indoors earlier in the year, you did so well. That must be very gutting not to go this year.
Yeah. it's difficult to sit here and moan about it and go, oh, I wish we'd gone. I mean, the state of the world at the moment, but you sometimes, and unfortunately, humans can be inherently selfish, and I'm one of them, and I would have loved to have gone and spent a week out in Austria and trying to retain our title. We did really well last year. We were a very, very understrength team and a very young, inexperienced team, and won it. It would have been really nice to have gone with the strength of team we could have had this year, and given it a crack and tried to get back into the EHL. But yeah, it's a fantastic week where we come together. We're all in a hotel together. We get to spend time and chat and not just the hockey games. It's just nice to spend some time together for a week and not have the pressures of work or your family to interrupt it.
Yeah. What do you put that success in Europe down to, both at the outdoors and the indoors earlier in the year?
Having good players, having good guys, having kind of an alignment between the coaches and the players, and all of us wanting to do well for the club and and themselves, and also we've bred a really good culture at Cardiff where we've made it fun. People want to learn, we want to win, but we want to win in the right way, and we want everyone to come here and obviously enjoy it, and hopefully become successful and be part of something moving forward.
And Luke, as a player, I can imagine going out there to Vienna with your teammates was something you were quite looking forward to as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I love Vienna. I've been there a number of times from a club perspective, and from the international perspective. It's probably where I played the majority of my European hockey, to be honest. Been there, I think, for 2 club Europeans. I've been there 4 or 5 times for the test series. It's a great city. And also, I think this year, an added bonus was that the club had organised a vets tour as well, where a number of our old boys were coming out to support and play some games against the local club teams while we were out there. So that was a very exciting proposition as well to have a large number of us over there. Some good support. Generally, the family and friends support really well, but that would have been bolstered, I suppose, this year. And yeah, absolutely. We'll look back certainly. When I finished playing, whenever that is, to some of my fondest memories being in club European tournaments, just because it's 4 days, 4 games with the people you spend majority of your, most of your hockey life with, who also tend to be your best mates. And there's some big highs in there with tournament wins and progression EHL, and there's also some lows in there where it can become quite difficult quite quickly if you're not used to it. So yeah, disappointing, but we know fortunately there's another one to come, and we'll look forward to that one.
Yeah. And onto the lockdown, Walid, what advice have you given to the players, and have you given them any training to do during these times to stay fit and everything?
To be honest with you, Rob, I don't need to. A lot of these boys are very, very motivated. A lot of them are internationals. I've come from it from a point of view, look, a lot of these guys are adults and they've got, partners and they've got their own work and their own kind of pressures. So, I've been kind of coming at it from a different angle, been speaking to players individually every now and then on the phone, been sending some messages out on WhatsApp. But I didn't feel we needed to kind of create this thing where everyone had to be together every month because we wasn't sure how long it was going to be. So I knew in the squad who probably needed a bit more support than others. But that doesn't mean I haven't been speaking to him, the other players, odd jokes here and there, the odd kind of like videos being sent around. But we sent the program out last week in preparation for the new season, hoping that it's going to kick off in the right times. In terms of, we would have finished the season now, we'd have been preparing for the Euros. Now would have been a nice time. And I'm just really happy that the boys have been able to reset, like Luke, a lot of these boys haven't had any time off. They've been going from international to Cardiff. When you think of players like Johan Wald's been going from Wales, EDP, Cardiff, Wales, EDP, so it's quite nice for him to spend some time with his family, his girlfriend, and just chill and do other things. And then we can reset and focus when the time is right. Yeah.
And Luke, how have you found lockdown? Obviously a busy schedule. Is it a nice break for you? And how have you been staying fit?
Yeah, I mean, work's been equally as busy. Still working full time, so working at the university, we moved all our exams online. They're pretty much coming to an end now. So we're just going through phase of marking, dissertations, and final year exams, and so on and so forth, ready for the confirmation of results next month. So there's been challenges there in terms of keeping fit. We've just settled into a new routine, really. Working from home means that you can sort of be a bit more flexible with your routine. So I generally like to get up and start work early, finish a bit earlier. I'm fortunate that my fiance is a 400-meter runner, so I've been joining in with her running sessions, which maybe a bit of a mistake, but no, that's been good. It's been keeping me really fit and active. And then we've also been fortunate with the weather, which means we can get outside and do gym work, strength work out in the back garden. So yeah, actually, all things considered, I'm probably in both physically and mentally really good shape at the minute. Yeah, I think as sort of picking up on what Walid said, having that break from the environment, it may be detrimental. We've missed out on a lot of really good opportunities from a club perspective this summer, and internationally as well. It has afforded us a break, which I think over the long term will be good, not just for the club side, but also those involved in environments elsewhere as well.
Yeah. And looking ahead to next season, Walid, what are your ambitions? Is it to go up and finally get into the Premier Division for you?
Yes, same ambition every year. We want to win the league. If there's a playoff, go to the playoffs and make that jump to the Prem. Because I believe we've got a core of players here who deserve to be playing at the top level. As a coach, I'd like to be, pitting my wits against the best coaches in the country as well. But yeah, the ambition is to get to the Premiership. That will always be our bread and butter. Hopefully to go that one step further in the indoors, because obviously that's really difficult situation because of the constraints we have. We don't have an area to practice or the quality competition to kind of prepare ourselves correctly, and that's why it was kind of such a significant step this year. But then also the Euros next year at some point, whenever we're told, I think it's next April, to go there, retain our title and get back into the EHL. And then there's another layer which I want all these boys to hopefully play for Wales and Great Britain, and then I can sit and watch them at the Commonwealth Games and and the Olympics on my screen at home.
Oh, awesome, nice. And Luke, for you, what are your ambitions for next season?
Just get back up and running, get back into routine, get back into league hockey first and foremost, and then see what the senior program has to offer as we move towards next summer. But yeah, not looking too far afield at the minute. I think if you speak to most of the boys, they're enjoying in some regards the time that they've got now with their family, friends, time at home, doing things with people that are a lot closer to them. But I'm just looking forward to getting back into some form of training, whatever that kind of looks like.
Yeah. Thanks for your time, both of you, and looking forward to seeing how you guys get on next season.